cross. Trihybrid cross is a cross between two pea plants, two parents or two pea plants, because pea plants were chosen by Mendel. So it is a cross between two parents that differ only in three traits. Remaining four characters are same, but only three characters are different. That is called what? Trihybrid cross. Okay, this trihybrid cross, three characters are different, but four characters are same. That is called what? This trihybrid cross. Okay, by trihybrid cross, just he found phenotypes and genotypes. What is phenotypes means? There are 8 phenotypes are possible. How many phenotypes are possible in monohybrid cross? What is the number of phenotypes possible in monohybrid cross? Number of phenotypes in monohybrid cross is 2, tall and dwarf. Number of phenotypes in dihybrid cross, 4. And the number of phenotypes in trihybrid cross is 8. They are the ratio 27:9:9:9:3:3:3:1. 27:9:9:9:3:3:3:1. This is phenotype ratio. Here genotypes are possible more. More genotypes are possible. Okay, 20 total 64 are possible. I told you in previous class. Here, suppose the trihybrid cross means what? 3 genes are different. Suppose A, B, B, C, 3 genes. When not only A, B, B, C is a pure line, that is crossed with a recessive pure line. A, B, B, C. Let us assume this. This is crossing between two parents. Then in F1, there is a possibility of heterozygous condition for 3 genes. So how many heterozygous conditions are there? How many heterozygous genes are there? 3. So what is the number of possible gametes? Number of possible gametes according to 2 over n formula. What is 2 power n? N is here 3. So 2 power 3, 8 possible gametes. So 8 gametes are possible from one parent and 8 gametes are possible from another parent. F1. When F1 is crossed with one F1, one F1 parent will produce 8 gametes, another F1 will produce 8 gametes. Total 64 different offsprings are possible. Right? Among the 64 offsprings, these 8 different phenotypes are possible from this. 8 among total 64 offsprings, they show 8 different phenotype characters. That 64, when they are separated here, there is a possibility of 8 phenotypes with a ratio of 27:9:9:9:3:3:3:1. This is as per independent assortment. So that based on the independent assortment, when this independent assortment is possible, when the characters or genes are present on different chromosomes. This gene is present on one chromosome, this gene is present on one chromosome, and third gene is present on another chromosome. That is possible. Here, just phenotype ratio enough. Okay, genotypes means many genotypes are possible. It is not needed. And if we see test across of a trihybrid, then there is possibility of ratio 1:1:1:1:1 is to 1:1:1:1. Total 8 different phenotypes are possible. Trihybrid test across will give 8 different phenotypes. Okay, genotypes are possible more, that is not needed. Around 9. 1, 2, 2, 1. 9 phenotypes are possible. Here around 27 genotypes are possible. That genotype ratio is not needed here. Genotype ratios not needed here. Okay, so this independent assortment is possible, I told you. And if you see independent assortment, that independent assortment is possible by genes on different chromosomes. When genes are present on different chromosomes, then that independent assortment is possible. See here one. Suppose how many chromosomes are present in Pisum sativum plant? How many chromosomes are present in Pisum sativum plant? Test across, test across. 8 different phenotypes are possible. 8 different phenotypes are possible. That is not needed actually. What is the test across means? Here, capital A, capital B, capital C, small c. This is one F1, right? This F1 is producing 8 different gametes because heterozygous condition is 3. As 3 heterozygotes are there, there is possibility of 8 different gametes. That 8 different gametes, when F1 means what here? Right here. What is F1? F1 is heterozygous. Capital A, small a, capital B, small b, capital C, small c. So this is forming 8 different gametes. And the test across means when it is crossed with the recessive parent. Recessive parent means small a, small a, small b, small c, small c. Here heterozygous conditions are 0. So 2 over 0, that will give only one kind of gametes. One gamete is possible from this. So this 8 gametes and one gamete from recessive parents. So 8 different types are possible. 8 different genotypes and 8 different possible. 8 offerings are possible. Okay, right. Now, see here, how many chromosomes are present in? How many chromosomes are present in Pisum sativum? I told you 7 chromosomes responsible. No. 7 chromosomes responsible for 7 characters. 7 chromosomes are there which are responsible for 7 characters. If we see first chromosome, chromosome 1 carries flower color and seed color. Flower color, seed color. 2 genes are present. Among the total 7 characters, 2 characters genes are present on first chromosome. And chromosome 4, fourth chromosome. This fourth chromosome carries pod shape. Pod shape means fruit shape. Fruit shape, inflated constricted characters. And stem height. Stem height and flower position. Flower position. These 3 characters are present on 4th chromosome and 5th chromosome. 5th chromosome has pod color and 7th chromosome is there which carries the character of seed shape. Seed shape. Totally 7 chromosomes are there. Totally 7 chromosomes are present in Pisum sativum. That which chromosome is carrying the gene for which character means first chromosome carries genes which are responsible for flower color and seed color. Because this is important for law of independent assortment that I will explain. Fourth chromosome carries pod shape, stem height, flower position. Whereas the fifth chromosome carries the character or gene which is responsible for pod color. Seventh chromosome carries seed shape. Okay. Now, Mendel got succeeded in dihybrid process. I told you due to independent assortments. Why he got succeeded? By chance. By chance, the characters chose by Mendel present on different chromosomes. By chance, the characters which are selected by Mendel are present on different chromosomes. Suppose, what is the cross conducted by Mendel? Round yellow versus wrinkled green. Round yellow versus wrinkled green is a character or a dihybrid cross conducted by Mendel. What is this character? Seed color, seed shape, first one. Round seed color. Seed color, seed shape. Seed color is yellow dominant, green recessive. Seed shape is round dominant, wrinkled recessive. Right? So, as he chose that characters, which one? Seed shape and seed color for two determining characters for a dihybrid class. He chose that. As he chose two characters, that characters are present where seed shape is present on which chromosome? 7th chromosome, right? And seed color character is present on 1st chromosome. Yes. So here 7 chromosomes pairs will be there. 3 chromosome pairs and 7 chromosome pairs like that. 5 chromosomes, 6 chromosome pairs, 7 chromosome pairs are there. This is one pair, one pair, one pair, one pair. Totally 7 chromosomes are there. 7 chromosome pairs are there. Okay. As 7 chromosome pairs are there, Suhita left. Suhita left, Harita Roshni joined. Okay. Here, as 7 pairs of chromosomes are present here, during gamete formation, what will happen? This chromosome will be taken into one gamete, and this chromosome will be taken into one gamete. Among this pair, this will be selected here, and this will be taken here. This also, this will be taken here, and this will be taken here. Like that, there is segregation of chromosomes. During that segregation of chromosomes, this chromosome, this character is present on which chromosome? 7th chromosome. So, half gametes will give capital R and half gamete will give capital R. And chromosome Y. Y means seed color. Seed color are present on 1st chromosome. So, this half of the gamete will get the 1st chromosome, and the remaining copy of 1st chromosome will be shared into another gamete. Y. No problem. So they are independently segregating. Yes or no? They are independently separating. Suppose this is the condition. If we take a cross, suppose flower color versus flower color and seed color characters are. Flower color, seed color characters are taken for the dihybrid cross. Then what happens? Flower color, seed color. So flower color, what's blue, white. Seed color, what's yellow, green. Two characters are taken. So this flower color, seed color chromosomes. That characters are present on first, which one? First chromosome. So this first chromosome carries flower color, seed color. Suppose this is the dominant parent and this is a recessive parent. So flower color is present on first chromosome, seed color also present on first chromosome. So during gamete formation, what will happen? So as both are here, this will segregate. This chromosome will segregate into two. So now this will get dominant. This is dominant. Dominant for both characters. So this is dominant. This is dominant. And this chromosome will be segregating like this. Dominant, sorry, recessive, 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 recessive. Yes, dominant, recessive. Here both characters should show dominance and both characters should show dominance. In next step, what happens when these two are crossed? So both will get dominant, 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 recessive, dominant, recessive. All will be one puriyaya. Right. What I am saying is, see here, the characters which are responsible for flower color, seed color. If Mendel conducted dihydral cross for seed color and seed shape, so that the seed color, seed shape characters are present on different chromosomes. As they are present on different chromosomes, during gamete formation, chromosomes will segregate. That segregation is not depending one on the other. That is clear. Okay. But suppose if we take this one, where this flower color is here, seed color is here. Usually, what is happening here? R, Y means 50% gametes have R, 50% gametes have capital R, like that, capital Y, capital Y. Similarly, in F2 generation, when capital R, small r, capital Y, small y, F1 plant is, if when F1 plant is self, there is formation of capital R, capital Y, capital R, small r, capital Y, small r, small y. Four kinds of gametes are possible according to law of independent assortment, what we discussed in previous class. Right? 50%, 50%. This is possible. But here, suppose flower color has one chromosome. Same chromosome has both characters. Same chromosome has both characters means this is not possible. Here, chromosomes are separating 50%, 50%. But here, same single chromosome has flower color, seed color characters. When suppose same this is taken, suppose flower color capital W, small w, recessive, and seed color Y. Suppose W, Y crossed with small w, small y. Okay, no problem. In F1, Y is positive. Yes or no? But next what happens? There may be formation of capital W, capital Y, capital W, small y, small w, capital Y, small w, small y. There may be formation of this. Okay, but this W is a chromosome, let us assume. This chromosome has a character for both flower color, seed color. Yes or no? So this carries both dominant. Both are present on single chromosome. So this is even it is recessive. Even it is recessive. Small w means recessive. But dominant chromosome is there now. So this Y chromosome is a dominant. Dominant means that will express both characters. Both will be dominant here. Yes or no? Here, capital W dominant is there. Dominant chromosome is there means that dominant chromosome, that chromosome carries both characters. So small y cannot be considered. This will express both characters dominant. But here, if it is recessive, that will be expressing recessive. So this is segregation on what 9:3:3:1 is the phenotype. That is not possible. Independent assortment. Here, one chromosome has both characters means that characters are not separating independently because the same chromosome carries two characters. Suppose this is character for flower color, this is character for seed color. Single chromosome is carrying two characters means during gamete formation there is no 50% segregation law or independent assortment is not possible. Understand? Purida? What? Onnum purila. Purida? Purinjicha? Konjama? Ellameva? Yeah, Nariya Purinjicha? Okay. Puridu. Right. So like that, this during law of independent assortment, for 50% segregation of gametes, the gene should be present on two different chromosomes. YWW means, hey, I took only as alleles, but this W carries both characters. Y also carrying both characters. Yes or no? The one chromosome is carrying flower color, seed color. W carries flower color, seed color, both characters. Y also carries both flower color, seed color. Okay, Purida? Understand? Madhuvanti left, I think, Purila. Right. Okay. So this independent assortment is possible when genes are present on different chromosomes. Luckily, important this word. Luckily, by luck, Mendel selected characters which are present on different chromosomes. That's why his law of independent assortment was possible. If he chose the characters which are present on the same chromosome, then that independent assortment will not possible. Independent assortment might not possible if he chose two characters which are present on same chromosome. But he chose two characters for dihybrid cross which are present on different chromosomes. So he got succeeded. Luck only this one. Independent assortment in a dihybrid cross of Mendel studies was luck. Okay. Then if you see dihybrid cross probabilities, briefly we'll see probability. Already I told you this probability rules. Probabilities. What is genotypes? What is phenotypes? Okay. I told you in monohybrid cross, for monohybrid cross, capital T plus small t whole square. This will give. Okay. What is that? Like a plus b whole square. A square plus 2ab plus b square. Here, this will give t plus p by t plus t whole square means 1 by 4 capital T small t. Sorry, capital T capital T. 1 by 4 capital T plus 1 by 2 capital T small t plus 1 by 4 small t small t. Okay, this is okay. I think negative sign indicates what? What negative sign? Where negative sign? I didn't write any negative sign. This is possible. The ratios. Yeah, ratios we can define. Mathematics, you know very well. That is algebra equation. Okay, this is probability of monohybrid cross. Because what is the probability here? One F1 crosses with another F1. When this F1 is crossed with another F1, there is possibility of capital T small t gametes. This will get capital T small t. So upon hybridization, this capital T small t, capital T small t, when they are crossed, this probability will get. Okay. So here the genotype is this. What is this genotype? Genotype is 1:2:1. Among a total 4, 1 by 4, 1 by 2, 1 by 4. So the ratio is 1:2:1. That is that one. Okay. And that random fertilization, as random fertilization is according to the phenotype ratio. The phenotype ratio, which is this is dominant 1 by 4 or dominant 1 by 4 plus 1 by 2 or dominant. This is the dominant, this is also dominant. 1 by 4 plus 1 by 2, that is equal to what? 3 by 4 dominant and 1 by 4 is recessive. So the ratio of phenotype is 3:1. 3:1 is the ratio of phenotype. Okay. Then probability of a dihybrid cross. What? Mathematics, sir. 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 power 2 not. Oh, yes. 1 by 2 capital T. 1 by 2 small t. This here 1 by 4 plus 1 by 2 means 1 by 4 plus 2 by 4. 1 by 4 plus 2 by 4. And coming to dihybrid cross possibilities. Okay. Okay, here what is dihedral cross? Capital R is one thing, capital R small r is one thing, and small r is one thing. I mean, this one gene which is round shape is exhibiting three genotypes, and this one seed color homozygous dominant, heterozygous, and homozygous recessive. Three types are there. So based on that, I will erase the board, then I will explain how the probability will come in a diagram. Dihedral cross possibility. So here, actually 1/4 is possible for capital R, and 1/2 or 2/4 possible for capital R smaller, and 1/4 smaller is possible according to monohybrid cross. Okay, same if you see flower, seed color, capital Y will be there. So capital Y into small y. See here, capital R into small r means these possibilities will come in a monohybrid cross. Capital Y when it is crossed with small y. According to monohybrid cross, 1/4 capital Y is possible, and 2/4 capital Y small y possible, and 1/4 small y is possible. This is actually monohybrid cross. If you see now dihybrid cross, suppose gene 1, gene 2, gene 1, gene 2, and what is its genotype, what is its phenotype. The crossing, random crossing we can write. First one, suppose how much? 1/4 capital R. 1/4 capital R. When it is crossed with this gamete, this gene, when it is combined with this gene, 1/4 capital Y. 1/4 capital R into 1/4 capital Y. This will give what? 1/16. The genotype possibilities is 1/16 capital R, Y. That is giving which phenotype? Round yellow phenotype. Genotype probabilities. According to Mendel, genotype probabilities of a dihybrid cross based on the monohybrid. Okay, this is a monohybrid results. This is another monohybrid results. If two monohybrids are multiplied, then dihybrid will come. That is the probability I am writing. Then when 1/4 capital R, when this combines with 2/4 capital Y small y, then what is the result? 2/16 capital R, capital Y small y. This also gets round yellow. Okay, then third one, 1/4 capital R, when it is crossed with 1/4 small y. This will give 1/16 capital R, small y. This is round green. And fourth one, capital R crossed with 3 complete. Then capital R, small r. Capital R, small r are possible 2/4. 2/4 capital R, small r versus 1/4 capital Y, capital Y. This will give what? 4 into 4, 16, 2 into 1, 2 by 16. Capital R, small r, capital Y, capital Y. This is round yellow. Round yellow. Fifth one. 2 by 4 capital R, small r into 2 by 4 capital Y, small y. This will give what? 2 by 4 into 2 by 4, 4 by 16. Capital R, small r, capital Y, small y, which are round yellow. Next, sixth one. Sixth one. 2 by 4 capital R, small r into 1 by 4 small y, small y. This will give what? 2 by 4 into 1 by 4 means 2 by 16. Capital R, small y, small y. So it is round green. Then seventh one. Capital R, small r complete. Then 1 by 4 small r into 1 by 4 capital Y. This will give what? 1 by 16 small r capital Y. This is wrinkle yellow. 1 by 16. Then 8th one. 1 by 4 small r into 2 by 4 capital Y, small y. That will give 2 by 16. 2 by 16 small r capital Y, small y. So this is a wrinkle yellow. Finally, 1 by 4 small r into 1 by 4 small y. This will give 1 by 16. 1 by 16 small y, which is wrinkled green. So how many genotypes are possible? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 genotypes are possible. So this genotype ratio is what? Genotype ratio is what? 1:2:2:4:1:1:2:1. That is genotype. How many phenotypes are possible? Round yellow, round green, wrinkled yellow, wrinkled green. Phenotypes. How many genotypes? 9. How many phenotypes? 4. Ratio, round yellow, 1 by 16 plus 2 by 16, 3 by 16, 3 by 16 plus 2 by 16, 5 by 16 plus 4 by 16, 9. Then round green, 1 by 16 plus 2 by 16, round green, 3 by 16. Wrinkled yellow, 1 by 16 plus 2 by 16, 3 by 16. Finally, wrinkled yellow, 1 by 16. This is the probabilities of a dihybrid cross based on monohybrid results. Based on the monohybrid results, if you see probability of a dihybrid cross, 9 different genotypes and 4 different phenotypes are possible. 9 genotypes and 4 phenotypes are possible. Complete? Yeah, copy. Complete. Actually, what is according to monohybrid phenotype? Monohybrid is what? 3:1 is the phenotype. Okay, but in dihybrid, what is here? Dominant versus recessive. Otherwise, copy this, then I will write. Another, I mean, to find the probability of phenotypes, to find the genotypes, this we can write. To find the phenotype probabilities. Monohybrid phenotype is what? 3:1. 3 is dominant, 1 is recessive. But in dihybrid, what is dominant characters? Dominant is equal to capital R, capital Y. So dominant is what? Round and yellow. So what is the recessive of dihybrid process? Wrinkled green. If we conduct the monohybrid cross for this round yellow, then the ratios will be what? For seed shape, the characters, what is dominant recessive for seed shape of in monohybrid class, dominant is to recessive. How much will come? 3 round and 1 wrinkled will come if we conduct a monohybrid class for seed shape. Yes or no? If we conduct a monohybrid cross for seed shape, then the dominant and the recessive ratio will be 3:1. Suppose if we see seed color, then dominant recessive ratio, dominant and recessive ratios. What is dominant? Dominant is yellow. Dominant recessive ratio in a monohybrid cross is 3:1. So 3 yellow and 1 green will be positive. Yes or no? 3 green. 3 means here, right? 3/4. This one, 1/4. 3/4 yellow, 1/4 green. This is possibilities. Can I erase this? Yeah. Up to this I will erase, remaining you can copy if anyone has pending. Now see the phenotypes. Gene 1, gene 2. Gene 1, gene 2. What is gene 1? Suppose 3/4 is round. When it is crossed with yellow, 3/4 yellow means 9/16 will come as a phenotype which is dominant, round, yellow. Yes or no? And for gene, for second, same 3/4 round. Right? I will write clearly. Clearly means the colors also I will write. Then you can understand better. First case, gene 1, gene 2, and phenotype probability. Suppose the first case, gene 1, 3/4 round. Gene 2, if it is a 3/4 yellow taken, then how much will come? 9 by 16, which are round yellow. If this gene is combining with this gene, 3 by 4 round into 1 by 4 green, second gene. So how much will come? 3 by 4 into 1 by 4, 3 by 16. 3 by 16 is round green. And third case, wrinkled, 1 by 4 wrinkled into second gene, 3 by 4 yellow. 1 by 4 into 3 by 4 means 3 by 16, which is wrinkle yellow. Finally, if this gene combining with this gene, 1 by 4 wrinkle into 1 by 4 green. This will give what? 1 by 4 into 1 by 4, 1 by 16. That will give wrinkled green. So the phenotype ratio is 9, 3, 3, 1 will come. This is the probabilities of dihybrid hybrids. Based on monohybrids in a dihybrid class, these probabilities are possible. Okay? Understand? Okay. How results will come means, if we see dihybrid results, dihybrid result is equal to monohybrid results square. How many results are coming in monohybrid class per square? That will give dihybrid results. Okay, that means how many genotypes are possible? How many genotypes are possible? 3 genotypes are possible in monohybrid class. 1:2:1. So 3:3 is genotypes. So monohybrid result per square means 3 square. 9 genotypes are possible in dihybrid class. How many phenotypes are possible in monohybrid class? 2. 2 square means 4 phenotypes are possible in dihybrid class. If we see trihybrid result, trihybrid result is equal to dihybrid result square. How many genotypes are possible in dihybrid? 9 genotypes. 9 square means 9 square 81. Yeah. 81 genotypes are possible. Okay. And phenotypes. How many phenotypes are possible in dihybrid class? 9 genotypes. Wait. Trihybrid result is equal to dihybrid class. Sorry, not dihybrid. I got it wrong. Monohybrid result cube, not square. Trihybrid into dihybrid square, I don't know. Dihybrid into dihybrid means that will give tetrahybrid. I forgot it. See here, monohybrid cube will give. How many genotypes of monohybrid class? Monohybrid genotypes 3. Okay. So in trihybrid, 3 power 3, 27 genotypes. I told you, 27 genotypes are possible. Yes, yes. And how many phenotypes are possible in monohybrid? 2 phenotypes. 2 into 3. 2 into 3 means 8 phenotypes are possible in trihybrid class. 8 phenotypes I told you. 27 is to 9, 9, 9, 3, 3, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 phenotypes are possible in monohybrid class. 2 power 3 is equal to 8 phenotypes possible in dihybrid class. Okay. Then the probabilities of homozygous genotype. Homozygous genotype is 1 by 4. Whereas heterozygous genotype is 2 by 4 always. And dominant phenotype is 3 by 4 for every gene. Dominant phenotype is 3 by 4 and recessive phenotype is 1 by 4. These are possibilities or probabilities. Probability for calculation purpose we can use this. Whenever we do calculation for calculation purposes, we can use homozygous genotype probability is 1 by 4. And heterozygous genotype probability is 2 by 4 for every gene. Homozygous means homozygous dominant 1 by 4, homozygous recessive 1 by 4. Okay, dominant phenotype probability is 3 by 4, recessive phenotype probability is 3 by 4. Okay, this is the probability rules. Okay, and for calculation purposes, we can use this. Okay, this is about the Mendel process and the Mendel studies on Pisum saccharine. Next, we will see another scientist studies. Chromosomal theory of inheritance is there, linkage, recombination, then human genetics, zoology part, that also we will see. For which one example? This one, right? Homozygous genotype. Suppose monohybrid, capital D crossed with small d. Then capital D small d will be crossed with capital D small d. Here capital D small d. Ratio 1 to 1. Genotype ratio 1 to 1. See here homozygous dominant 1 by 4. Homozygous recessive 1 by 4. Heterozygous 2 by 4. That's all. Dominant, these three are dominant 3 by 4. Recessive phenotype 1 by 4. That's all. For calculation purpose, we can use this. What about the number of hybrids? Suppose this is monohybrid. Dihybrid means dominant phenotype 3 into 3 by 4. 9 dominant will come, 9 double dominant. Yes or no? Trihybrid means 3 into 3 into 3, 27. Triple dominant. For monohybrid, 3 by 4. For dihybrid means monohybrid square is dihybrid. For trihybrid means monohybrid 3 by 4 into again 3 by 4 cube will give trihybrid. For calculation, we can use this. This also 1 by 4 is monohybrid. Dihybrid is 1 by 4 square. That's all. Heterozygous means 2 by 4. 2 by 4 square means that will give dihybrid result. 2 by 4 cube means that will give trihybrid result. That's all. Okay. Enough for now. We'll continue on next week. Prepare well for the WPT. Please send WPT portion class recording. Already send it. Already I sent.